Glad to have you with us from Malone Stadium in Monroe, Louisiana. A late-season clash, one that could have huge stakes and could be a determining factor in how this season is remembered. Week 11 in EA Sports College Football. It's the Georgia State Panthers and the UL Monroe Warhawks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, Georgia State's head coach told me before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So UL Monroe's offense will go on the attack first. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out.
Well, the biggest reason why this team has an opportunity to reach the college football playoff and one of the non-Power 4 teams to do so is because of the play of this quarterback. And what a game he had the last time out. It was just so dialed in. Good decision-making. I was so impressed with his rhythm and his timing, David. And those are going to be two critical factors for him, I think, to continue this thing and play well today.
Yeah, and to take this where they want this to go, right? Like everybody wants to be that team that represents the non-Power 4, right? They want to be in the playoff, and he gives them a chance. The way he's playing at an elite level, this dude can put some fear in some really, really good rosters. So excited to watch him finish out this season to see where this team can go.
Looking to throw, it's Graves. He's got it. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Westbrook. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, let's take a minute and talk about the Warhawks. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week, 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that, you know, they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The Panthers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only 1 touchdown pass. Play action on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Rashad, a terrific pickup.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Second and long here. From the gun, looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Quarterback keeps it. Got enough for the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. It's complete to the left. Makes the tackle.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Drives inside. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Snap it to the back. Shakes off the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it. And he's stopped right there, no gain on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute and put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
On the ground, it's Westbrook. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Warhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of this drive. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
The give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, ULM Monroe!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football.
Snags it, and he's open. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running inside, it's Martin. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Finds his big tight end. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Caught on the RPO. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rush is on. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Caught. Turning it on. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They're all over it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And we'll stop play right now. We have an injury timeout. The Panthers trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Defense all over him.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
They put the brakes on it.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one is perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Takes the handoff. It's Westbrook. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Graves. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Soft spot in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. It's a 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Westbrook.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down to the air. Out wide right, it's Callahan. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Warhawks are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on 1st down. Rush right in his face. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Finds a man on the left. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. Gets the back moving. Needs it here on 4th down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. There he goes down the right side. The 30. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Trying to pound it in. Knocked down immediately. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Keep it on the ground. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Panthers!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes. Touchdown, Panthers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 85, set to kick it away.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Sells the run, looking to pass. Rolls right. Fires on the move. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Looking for a man. It's Graves. Escapes the pressure to his right. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Just barely got rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback. Break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those. They need to pay for them. Be physical. Make sure he doesn't catch that football.
Rolling right and going deep. Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Warhawks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Here comes the heat, and they got him.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He splits the uprights. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Straight ahead, it's Martin. They make the stop. It'll be fourth down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Graves. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 10 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Scarlet Knights, sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Now over to your game inside Malone Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the UL Monroe head coach at the half. This is the moment his defense has to get organized. They have been a little problematic here in this first half, giving up too many points. And now, with the opponents getting the ball to start the second half, they do not want that momentum and a positive offensive output right here to change this game. He said our defense has to make a statement and make a stand, and it starts right now. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Complete. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On the RPO, got it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Panthers are marching down the field. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
In the backfield, it's Reynolds. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone is on infraction. Defense.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8. Lets it develop. It's Martin. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Going to the run, it's Martin. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Ooh, and I love the running back here running into the blitz. He saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
The give on the counter. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Graves. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They'll try the left side. Driven back.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Turns it upfield. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Warhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first. And here's the third interception of the night. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the has him set up at the 16. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Tells the run, wants to pass. He's going to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Fresh center downs going to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10.
Losing, we got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
Moves the pocket. It's Graves. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19 into the red zone. It'll be first down. And the Warhawks are in the red zone. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
Back's got it on the screen. Touchdown, Warhawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, down on the UL Monroe sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Dropping back, it's Graves. Makes the catch, it's Jackson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Finds his back in the middle.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Wants to go up top on second down. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Warhawks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, UL Monroe! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, it affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Second down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Lets it fly. Pulls it in. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll ride him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fake and wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Panthers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And, guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Tight end now in motion. Driving forward, it's Howell. Touchdown, Panthers. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Graves. Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Warhawks headed quickly to the line.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Under pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. It's incomplete. Desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Quick give. It's Howell. Breaks the tackle. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Turning it on. Enough to move the chains. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Georgia State. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Sets his feet. It's Graves. Finds his target. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? The Warhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Warhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick completion on the out route. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is fun.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His Interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered.